Hello everyone, it's time for the weekly reading, and I just wanted to say that this has been a growing experience for me. I have learned so much by reading people, especially a lot of people in succession, like no breaks. And you know what, the last time that I read for you guys, I was on for 2 hours and I didn't even know it, and I could not sleep. I was so amped up from all the energy that I didn't sleep that night. I was like, it was like a party going on. I felt really good. So it does feel good to do these readings. And I do see that while people are coming, I see Star has entered already. Thank you for coming. And I'm just going to talk about a couple things while we're waiting for some more people to come on. I want to talk about when I work with animals. This is kind of a funny story. How it all started is that I was staying with my ex-husband at the time, and he had these fish. And I noticed that when I would walk by the fish, you know how fish are with movement and that, they would follow me. And I started getting like these little thoughts about, well, what's going on with them? And I see Mariette has come in, Jeanette, so if you guys have missed, I'm talking about what happened to me and how I started reading for animals. And like I was saying, I was staying with my ex, and he had some fish, and I was kind of playing a little bit of a game with them, like, I wonder what they're thinking. Could fish actually think? And it was funny that after a little while, I could start to hear them saying, I'm hungry. And they were always hungry. So it was kind of funny. And I did start to sense, though, when they were sick and things along those lines. So then one of my other jobs is I take care of animals. So I can do pet sitting and things like that. And I started noticing that I was picking up on what was going on with the animals, too. And I actually did research, and I learned on how to develop that skill even more. So it's been a journey for me that, I started opening my abilities and working with, higher forces, and then all of a sudden here comes animals. What I discovered is that the more that you open yourself, it's like a new skill comes out. So for me, I'm really dedicated. I will master something and learn it, and then all of a sudden it's like they open something else for me, and then I'm like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. So my learning just keeps happening, and as you guys grow too, you'll learn that as well. So I see that Tammy's on. Hey, Tammy. And I was saying, Tammy, you missed last time. I read for a lot of people I read for so many people that I was so amped up after that I didn't sleep because I was so full of energy. But okay, so let's start some readings now. Well, you know what? One thing the angels wanted me to do is, because even there's people on here that, they just watch, and I was picking up on some stress from a lot of different people. And so I'm just going to do this angel energy healing really quick that I learned from my friend Andrea, who's a very gifted person that I go to. And I see there's Annie. Hi, everyone. Hi, Laurie. Okay, so guys, before I start the reading, I'm just going to do this angel healing for extreme stress. So all you need to do is you could just close your eyes and focus, and you could visualize what I'm talking about, and we're gonna call the angels in to work on this, because we're all getting ready to interact with relatives, and sometimes there's people that are departed that we're missing, so this kind of helps with all that. So here we go. So I'm just going to go ahead, if you want to close your eyes or just listen, and powerful visualization as I go along. Angel healing for extreme stress. And this is something, before I go on, that you guys could watch this video again before you go and you interact with your relatives or whatever stressful thing is coming up. And make sure that you're breathing in and out to not hold your breath. So here we go. Take a deep breath, and we're calling millions of angels to surround you. See the rainbow angels blessing all the energy connected to you and raising the vibration of your world. The rainbow light blesses and heals all the energy connected to you. See the angels instilling a pillar of light around you, 10 feet in each direction. See giant angels surrounding you and watching over you. Now see the angels releasing any cords of fear and blessing anyone and anything that is connected to your stress. Now the angels are helping to lift you up and instill your heart with powerful faith and peace. If there are things that you are specifically worried about, we're sending angels to take care of each one. See the angels going before you to bless your future and any tasks that you have to accomplish. And whenever I read that, it's like, whew, I just feel amazing after. So you want to allow yourself to feel this. You could say, I now open myself to receive. Because sometimes people are fearful when it comes to, like an angel energy healing or Reiki or things like that. They kind of block it in a way. So you can open yourself to that. And then let me look at the comments. I see Tammy Glenn, I missed you last week. Happy to be here. Good. Okay. So here we go. I was guided to start with a fairy deck. So I'm going to start with Star. She's our early arrival. And as I'm shuffling, I'm opening myself to connect with Star. And I'm seeing like a stressful face. And they're guiding me to pull 2 cards from here. And they're saying that everything is going to be okay for you. And to give yourself time and to not... They're showing me like things piling up, like these bricks piling up on top of you, like it's on your back. And they are stressing that it's important for you to remember to kind of like detox yourself, or kind of like, you know what, I got to get out of here, and then take a break, okay? So I'm going to put my hands on the cards again. The first card that they gave me, it says, do more research before proceeding. And they're saying that this has to do with you thinking about, well, what's my next step? What do I need to do? And that you already know what to do. It's just kind of the fears behind it. But they're saying to just take your time, that you don't need to rush and bam, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here, bam, or he's gone, Just take your time. And it says, education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. And they're emphasizing long-term projects for you, Star, saying that there's things that, I think this has come up before in readings, that things that have been neglected are like it's time for you to have a plan of action. They're talking about this heightened activity and the stress and kind of like this kind of combative nature or something along those lines with people. I kind of get like people yelling or something, like the energy just being upsetting. Like they're showing me a big crash of waves coming. And let me see what else they want to say in regards to that. So they're emphasizing for you, just take your time, take time to cool down, think it through, and have a plan, like for how you're going to proceed. And they're saying this in regards to the holidays, how you're going to proceed for that, or like, okay, I'm going to have to interact with this one person, and okay, I'm going to limit it, and I did get the word grandma in regards to that. The next card that I got for you, Star, it says, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. And they're saying that you're very good at multitasking, but they're showing me that you need a day off. Like if there's any way that someone else can take your responsibilities, or you can get someone to kind of take your daughter to her classes or whatever she needs to do. If there's someone else that can step in, or you can get a friend, you know what? I need a break and I need it now. Because they're showing me next week they're highlighting you need a break for next week. Okay, Star? And those are the main messages that I got for you. And they're saying again, take your time evaluating and taking your next step. Because they're showing me something like a crash or like something snowballing and getting out of hand. And they're saying you want a peaceful Christmas. You want a peaceful end of this month. Okay, Star? And now I'm going to go to the next person. Let's see. Next person that I see is Mariette. So we're going to go to Mariette now. They're guiding me to a different deck for you, Mariette. They're guiding me to the Ascended Master deck. They're saying you're an Ascended Master. You just have to believe it. And I do see, as I'm shuffling this, Star did say in regards to what I said, yeah, it's been bad, thank you. And if you want to talk further, Star, you can message me after, okay? All right, so I'm going back to Mariette. Okay. They're kind of playing musical cards with you, Mariette. They told me pick one from the top, one from the bottom, and then they kind of shifted it on me. So today, you guys might have noticed, my team was like, okay, Laurie, we'll wrangle it in for you, and we'll just limit the cards. So I'm not going to pull as many today, but I did kind of the 2017 blowout in the last one. But I will do ones like those again. Okay, so the first card for Mariette, this is what I get. Okay. Oh, yeah, she said, oh, I didn't forget about Jeanette, but I think you came in before her. That's why I went to you, because I saw that you came in. Okay, the first one I got for you, Mariette, and they're saying this is in regards to, like, getting ready for the holiday, and to keep this in mind. The Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And that's the card for you. And they're saying, they're emphasizing the wings right here. And they're saying that they're showing me light coming out of this. And they're saying, I don't remember, Mariette, if you have these cards or not. But they're showing me like you placing this card somewhere during the holidays, or when you know, you feel like it's kind of stressful. And you can place this card somewhere and you can look at it and be like, okay, the Holy Spirit, the angels, my team, they got my back. And they're showing me like you giving yourself Reiki and sending Reiki to yourself at this time. Like, they're showing me kind of a little bit of stressfulness during the holiday season. Whoops. And that it's important for you that they're emphasizing you giving so much to others, and they're showing me like the light within you shining really bright for others and being a support for others even without you having to give. They're saying that something that you can do is just say, I allow my light to shine through. And then they're showing me a light coming out of you, and then you don't have to give to others or feel like you need to give as much, because you already are, because your light is coming out and it's helping other people, whether they know it or not. Okay? And I see Isabel came in. Hey, Isabel. Happy holidays, everyone, by the way. I'm going to be going down to Missouri and visiting family, so I'm excited about that. Okay, the next card for Mariette, it says charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. So, again, they're reminding you, they're saying that she has the power. It's like they're saying they want to really empower you during this time, because they're showing me a little bit of sadness or, you know, things going on along those lines, you know, and and they're saying missing loved ones, you know, or missing someone, or like trying to recapture something that was lost. And they're saying just focus on the present moment, what's going on with your family right then. And they're saying that you'll pull through this, okay? But they are showing me a little bit of sadness. And then when you get that way, think about these cards and say, you know what, I'm going to keep them by me, and I'm going to bring it out right when I start feeling that way. Because it's kind of like they're saying to catch yourself, okay? And so those are your messages, Mariette. And I'll be talking to you online as well after this. So take care. And the next person that I see, let me go back. I think it was Jeanette. So, hey, Jeanette, I'm glad you were able to make it on. Let me see what deck calls to me for you. Okay, so I'm called to the super deck. I got, look how thick this is. It has Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael all mixed in one, because they kept telling me, mix us together, mix it together. So that's what you're getting, Jeanette. A big mix. All right, so here we go. Okay. They're showing me an image of you, Jeanette, where they're showing me a Christmas tree and you guys celebrating, and they're showing me kind of like you shedding a little bit of a tear. And they're saying that those tears are of joy, that you have your family and that everything is provided for and that everyone is in a good state of mind. Okay, that's what they're saying. We're saying we want her to project that onto her family. Okay, so all right, so here's our cards. So, and these are the cards that have a prayer on them, Jeanette. So the first one, we got Archangel Michael's making an appearance, and it says, honor and trust your feelings. It says, and this is the prayer, and you can use this, you know, you could write it down or use it. I don't remember if you have these cards or not. But it says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. And they're emphasizing for you to express your emotions with love. Okay? And to take your time and to let, they're saying that you do need to let your feelings come out. And, they are bringing up things about, you know, missing people, or a piece of your life is kind of missing and you're trying to fill it with something else. And they're saying that it's time for you. They're saying they want you to buy something for yourself as a gift, and to they want you to spend something expensive on yourself, and they're saying that you're worth it. Okay? And they're saying, we want you to tell, they're like, tell Lori what you got, okay? Because they want to make sure that you do that. And they're saying to focus on abundance, not on, I can't afford this, I can't have this, or I got to make sure they have this or that. They're saying that you will be provided for, that things will be given to you. They're showing me gifts coming and flying at you from different places that you weren't expecting. Okay, the next one, Jeanette, it says, this one came out when I pulled cards earlier this week, and they're saying it's the blocks lifted card. It says, previous obstacles came from fear, and they are now lifted away. So they're saying that this is talking about you stepping into your own power and you becoming an even more stronger person. And they're showing me like a spirit animal for you, like a cougar. And she's like, arr! So they're saying that you can visualize this cougar and be, you know what? I'm getting my inner cougar on and I'm going to bust this out. So that's what they're saying to you in regards to this. And they are showing me again an image of the Christmas tree and you smiling and kind of shedding a little bit of a tear. And they're saying, but again, it's tears of joy. Okay, Jeanette, and that was the messages for you. And take care, Jeanette, and I'm sure that we will be talking to each other again. Okay, so now I'm just going to look through and see who the next person is. Tammy. Okay, Tammy. You ready, Tammy? I haven't read for you in a while. So I'm just kind of grabbing the cards. Let me see. I think Tammy said something. Yeah! And Jeanette said awesome in regards to her reading. Let me see what cards call to me for you, Tammy. Okay, they gave me, these cards have to do with self-care and psychic awareness. And I see Jeanette said, thanks, dude. Okay, you're welcome, dude. Party on, dude. Happy Xmas. Okay, so let me clear these. These cards, it's trust your vibes. And this one, it's like a psychic, awakening toolkit, so it kind of focuses on self-care and things that someone may need right now. So okay, so let's see, Tammy. Okay, they're guiding me to pull one from the top for you. Okay, so I got it from 2 different decks for you, Tammy. One is the Trust Your Vibes, and the other one is the deck I just did for Jeanette, where I mixed all the Archangel decks together. And the first card that I got is, it's not personal. And let me see what we got here. This one right here, they're showing me the shield. And they're saying that some things in life are not meant to be taken so seriously or personally, or that, you know, someone is trying to do something against you. They're saying that it's more so about letting things roll off your back. And they're guiding me to look at this, to read this one to you. So I'm going to go into this because they're saying that they want me to read this description, and then I'll tell you any other intuitive hits that I get from it. It says, to build up further immunity against negative vibrations and psychic attack, and elevate the degree of good vibrations coursing through your life, take nothing you encounter in your life personally. And they're saying that this card applies to other people that are watching. It says, as tempting as it may be to interpret negative behavior projected towards you as personal, it isn't. In fact, what other people feel or do has nothing to do with you. It is a reflection of their consciousness, not yours. And they're saying to highlight this. It is a reflection of their consciousness, not yours. By choosing not to do this, you stay tuned in to what's true and important for you. Being impersonal doesn't mean that you're being unloved or unkind. It actually allows you to be more loving and tolerant toward those acting out, because you're not engaged in defending yourself against psychic attack. And they're saying it's not just like a psychic attack in general, but sometimes people are doing behaviors that they're not aware of that's bothering you, and and sometimes people can take it personally. But they're showing me that this one is for multiple people that are on here. So I think I already read for you, they're showing me a couple people that this is an important card, that it's not personal. They're saying this is for the holidays in general. And then let me see if there's anything else they want to point out in here. Okay. And it says, so remember, no matter how passionately you feel like defending yourself, let it go, relax, and focus on your good vibes. Okay. Oh, someone just said, Isabel, me. Okay. All right. So, yes. This is an important card. They're saying do it like this. It's an important card for right now for a lot of different people, and in regards to what you may be encountering in the holidays too. Okay, but so we got that coming out on Tammy's. The next one for you, Tammy, we got is eternal love. And they're saying that for this one here, they're saying that this is you, Tammy, and that Archangel Michael and Raphael are protecting you, and they are bringing up things in regards to health, and they are showing me like a miraculous recovery or like your cells healing. They're showing me something within your body, that there's shifts or there's changes going on, and they're saying when she fully believes it, then like the certain thing will, it's like she can recover, is what they're telling me. And then I'm just going to read this prayer on here, and they're saying that also they're showing me a part of you is kind of closed down. So they're saying that her heart needs to open more and allow more love in. Like she's being selective with her love, or who she gives love to, or how she receives it. Okay? And they're saying that your body needs a lot of love. And this next one, it says, Archangel Michael, please help me perceive all the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. Okay? And that's the cards that I got for you, Tammy. So I'm just kind of putting the cards in the decks here. And I see Tammy did exclamations. So I hope that resonated with you, Tammy. And so let me go and see who is after Tammy. Okay, we got Annie. Okay, so I'm going to go to Annie. And there was a comment just made. This is what Tammy said, who I just read for. You are awesome. Thank you, Laurie. Totally right on. Love to you. Love to you, Tammy. Thank you for coming. I hope you guys have a good holiday, because I know it can be stressful. You know, or unexpected stuff happens on the holiday. So, okay, right. So now I'm going to Annie. And if there's any people that are watching, if you want me to pull a card for you, just go on there and say hi. And then when I get down there, then I'll pull a card for you. So I'm kind of just going to different decks that I'm called to for people. All right. And Tammy said, Merry Christmas, Laurie. Merry Christmas. All right, Annie. Let's see. What deck am I called to for you? Okay, they're calling me to the Ascended Master deck for you. All right, here we go. And I did get like a phrase saying that you are safe and protected. And I do see like an anticipation or a happiness with you, Annie. And I do see like an image of a woman, and it looks like she's shifting and changing, that she's in the process of extreme spiritual growth. And I do see, let's see what else. And I'm just getting this while I'm shuffling the cards. So just to let you guys know, if you get a personal reading with me, a lot of it is intuitive and some of it is cards. But since this is a live thing and there's a lot of people, I'm doing cards as a way to like focus things more on a specific person. Okay. All right. They're kind of giving a little bit of time with that one. And I see Mariette put a bunch of Christmas trees in a happy face. Hey, thanks, Mariette. Okay, here we go. Annie, it says Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And they are showing me again about spiritual growth for you. And they're showing me a woman, and it looks like she's stepping into her higher self. And they're showing me like the third eye right in here. And they're showing me like your third eye blinking, and that it's very active. And they're saying things about trusting yourself and trusting your impressions. And I get images of a woman, she's holding crystals. So they're not telling me if you do that already or not, but they're showing me different crystals for you, and they're showing me the rose quartz, and they're showing me like a black obsidian one too, which has to do with protection and different things like that. But they are also showing me, I don't know if you are wearing this or if it's a suggestion from them, but they're showing me like a chakra necklace, and they're showing me that they want you to be balanced all the time, that sometimes your energy gets out of whack in regards to different people or situations that you're encountering. And they keep showing me like this pendant that's a chakra pendant for you, and you kind of touching it and visualizing it, and visualizing the colors. And they're not telling me if you're aware of this or not, but the energy centers, you know, like different ones, like the throat has to do with communication, you know, your third eye, and then they have one, you know, like your root chakra has to do with security, and that's like a color red. So if you have any questions about that, then let me know. Okay, Annie, the next one for you is Freya. It says phases and cycles, and they're bringing up moon cycles for you, and to pay attention. They're showing me somebody, I'm not sure if you went through this already or not, or for something for the future, but they're showing me someone who's affected by the moon cycles and she can't sleep, or like they're also bringing up Mercury retrograde, which sometimes, you know, like the computers, electronics act up. People act a little more erratic during that phase. So they're really wanting you to work with that energy and investigate it. And I think Mercury retrograde is coming up. So if you're not familiar with it, that's something that you can Google. The next card, on the card Freya, it says, there is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. And they have the moon back here. They're emphasizing that they're saying this is you, that's the moon, and then they're saying spirit animals. They're showing me a lot of spirit animals around you, and I am kind of seeing like a cat or like a feline, feminine energy around you that's guiding and protecting. And they're also showing me like a past life type of thing where like a witch, and she's flying on a broomstick. So that's pretty cool. So sometimes I do past life readings also. So if that stuff comes up and they want to bring it to your attention, they're saying like about you being a healer in another time, and that your abilities were kind of binded or closed down by someone, and now it's like they're opening up again. Okay, and I think that, let me see if there's anything else for you, Annie. And they are saying that they want to help other people that are just watching, that have not said anything. So if you would like to come on, I think she said, Katie, if you want a card pulled, say hello. So, okay, Katie, get on here. I'm waiting for you, Katie. And so let me go to the next person. So I'm just looking through. I think it's Isabella. Yeah, okay. I think it's Isabella. So let's see what we get called to, what cards I'm going to be pulled to. Okay. They're guiding me to the Ascended Master for you, Isabella. And then the Trust Your Vibes. Okay. So here we go. Okay, Isabella's still here. Because I see, sometimes it tells me people are coming and going and things like that. So They have been pretty good with just giving me 2 cards for you guys, but they did for you, Isabella. They're kind of like, give her another one. Give her another one. Okay, so I'm giving you another one. And they want me to start with that one. Okay, so the first one, they wanted me to, the Ascended Masters. It says, Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. And they're showing me like you having a plan of action and steps that you are doing. Like, you know what? I'm going to get the outcome that I want. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing what I, you know, like they're showing me you following a process or a plan. You know, like, and even, I don't know if you've done this already or not, but they're showing me like a piece of paper and you kind of like planning out or organizing what you're going to do in certain situations. You know, like if this happens, I got this backup. Or if that happens, I have this. So, but they're really emphasizing like a piece of paper and writing all this down. And they want me to put that up there, saying that there's many masters that are helping you. Okay, and they're saying that's kind of the theme for you, is transcendence. And they're saying that this is a lesson, like the things that's going on for you, and they're mentioning the work, saying that it's important to honor your inner force. And they're saying when it's enough for you, because they're showing me things being piled up on you, but they're saying that I see an image of stuff being piled on you and you're going, enough! And it's kind of like a psychic thing or a mental thing, and it's clearing everything out. So they're saying that use your inner power and ask your angels to help you to know when am I giving too much, so that then you can help yourself to kind of gauge things. And they want to use the example. Last time I was on for 2 hours reading people, and I should have said, this is enough. But I just kept going and going. You know, and then before I knew it, it was 2 hours. And then Isabella did say at work, yes. Okay. All right. So that was guidance that they were giving you in that area. And now the next one, they're saying all these go together. They're saying this and see the solution. And then I do see Annie just wrote something in regards to hers. It was epic. Okay. That's cool. Thanks, Annie. And so I'm going to go back to Isabella now. You guys are cracking me up. Some of your comments, I like that. It was epic. See the solution. And this one here, they're showing me, oh, and Annie said also last week was epic. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Annie. And if you guys like the readings that you get, if you could go on to my Facebook where it says feedback or review, and then just kind of write a little something about me so that other people can see, because I'm really trying to build this page up. Okay, and they're showing me you having lots of different solutions, Isabel. And they're saying that you're changing your future. And they're showing me 3 different futures for you right now, Isabella. And they're showing me a question mark. And they're saying that she's creating 3 different outcomes right now as we speak. Like they're showing me you being a powerful creator and the law of attraction, and you creating something so powerful. But it's like you're creating 3 different ways. So they're saying have the focus on where you want this to end. You know, because they're showing me the list again, and you coming up with different, okay, if this happens, I'll do this. Like they're showing me plans of action. And all these plans of action are like creating different outcomes for the people around you. Like you're creating this ripple for everyone there. So they're saying focus on the one outcome that you really want from this, more so than just I'm just maintaining a peaceful work environment. That you have to be focused on, because all it's ever going to be is you just creating the peaceful work environment, not an outcome that you would want, or something like getting rid of the negative people that are influencing things at work. They're saying that they want you to have an outcome on that versus just kind of, you know, along with kind of blessing the atmosphere, blessing the people there, uplifting everyone, but focusing on the outcome. And they're showing me like hearts flying to you, like you pulling in all this love and this positive energy, these positive forces that are like, we want to help her with this. The next card that I got for Isabel, this one has to do with the higher self. And it says right here, name your higher self. And I don't know if this is something that you're aware of or not, or that you work with your higher self, but that's what this card is about. It's about calling in your higher self to do different tasks. You know how we work with the angels and we ask the angels to do different things for us, and, you know, our ascended masters, things along those lines. They're saying that about, you know, picking a name for your higher self, you know, something like, you know, an example, George. I call in and I name my higher self George, and I call in George now to help me with guidance, to download anything into my brain that I currently need, to upgrade me, to protect me. So the higher part of yourself is really, I feel like it's a nagging thing. Like your higher self is really saying, let's work together. And since I think Isabella is the last person, so I'm going to go a little bit longer with her, because I didn't see that anybody else, there's people watching, but they haven't said hi, so I know that they want a reading from me. So Isabel, you're going to get a treat. So for here, they want me to read the higher self thing to you, okay? And they're saying that this can apply to other people also. So if you feel like this resonates with you and you would like to try this and work with the higher part of yourself that is positive, then feel free, you know, stay online and write it down and try it out and let me know how it works for you. This is something that I've experimented with myself, and I've developed a relationship with the higher part of myself that is all-knowing and positive, and I've seen my life change in dramatic ways because of it. It says, name your higher self. You can creatively bypass your ego and conscious mind and tap directly into your higher self by giving it a personal name. The name you choose isn't important. We talk, and for the author of this, she said, my higher self is named Sam. We talk regularly and I learn a lot. I know it sounds silly, but it works. Naming your higher self makes conversations with it much more intimate and opens the door to higher vibration and perspective in a fun way. You can ask for guidance in any situation as though asking a dear and trustworthy friend for advice. You can speak to your higher self out loud. I often do, or through writing. Once it has a voice, it will freely respond whenever you call upon it. Ask it by name what it feels is best for you right now, and then listen as it responds. And they're saying that really rings true. And it says, they want me to say this part again. It says, ask it by name what it feels is best for you right now, and then listen as it responds. And they're showing me an image of you, Isabella, with a pen and a piece of paper again, and that you're asking. And then you just write. They're saying kind of like an automatic writing session, like you call in Archangel Michael to protect you during this automatic writing session, and then you call in your higher self, whatever name that you pick, and then ask any questions, and then just let it all fly. Because they're saying that they're showing me kind of like a disconnect, and that it needs to be like a deeper connection there. And they're showing me like you calling out, you being connected to all these different beings, and your higher self is kind of up there, but they're showing me it's not active. It's kind of like it's above you, but it's closed down or something, and you're going for guidance for all these other places. They're saying she needs that one, the main connection to her higher self. And Isabella said, thank you, Masters, I will work on myself. And then let me see if there's anything else for you, Isabella. It says, the more specific your questions, the more specific the answers. Don't let your ego block this powerful technique for accessing your higher self. Lighten up and give your higher self a chance to speak. You'll enjoy this new perspective. And they are bringing this up for Jeanette. So I don't know, Jeanette, if you're still on, but they're saying that this is something for you to do also, kind of like a homework assignment, and see what you get. And they're saying, like, for the other people on here that want to do this too, they're saying don't judge yourself. Like if you do the process like I gave an example of, that if you feel like you're stuck and you don't get anything, you can ask your team, your angels, your guides to help unblock you, to help you to see the answers. And they are guiding me now. I think that's everything for you, Isabella. And then they are guiding me. I kind of feel like they're guiding me to just pull some cards in general. So I think I don't have any more people. So I'm going to, because I know Christmas is coming and a lot of people, they're getting ready to go to other people's houses. And they're saying things about departed loved ones also. And I just want to let you guys know that I am getting impressions about departed people, and that I see different people by Christmas trees or different holidays, and that they're always there. Like for the biggest celebrations, I see like someone come, there's this family, like these kids and a woman, and she's by herself, and then this man comes. They're giving me this as an example. He comes and he's passed on, and that he's there and he's happy watching them open their presents. This making me want to cry. But that's very powerful. So just remember, if there's any people on here that are missing loved ones, and I do get an image of a grandma sitting in a rocking chair too, and she's sitting there and she's watching everyone and she's so happy. And they are guiding me to pull one more card, and then I'll get off of here. But I just want to see, I see some comments. Isabella is saying, yes, I will write and speak with my writing. And then let me know, like I said, if any of you guys do that with your higher self, let me know what happened, what you got. I would be curious to see what comes out. And then Annie said, thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Annie. And there's one last card. Besides the message that I was getting about a lot of departed people, kind of like they're all coming in and they're saying that they will be there. That if you call them in or just think their name, that they will be there and support you. Okay, they want me to emphasize this, and I see an image of a woman and she's by herself and she's crying, and that somebody is coming and they're kind of putting their arms around. So, and they're saying things about noticing someone's smell, or I'm getting examples about smells and things along those lines, or even like, I don't know if this pertains to anybody watching, but I got something with a cigar smell, cigar and smoke. So that might be an example or pertain to someone on here. Okay. And Isabella said, have a wonderful and safe trip. Thank you, Isabella. This is the last card, and then I'm going to go, guys, because they wanted me to put this up about health. It says, I can tell an improved story about my physical well-being. So they're talking about people getting sick and catching colds. They're showing me a lot of stuff for people with their throats or colds. And they're saying that this does have to center around communication and things like that. So I'm going to put this card up there, and I'm just going to read the back of the card, okay, guys, because that's what they're guiding me to for this Law of Attraction card. For anyone that is suffering in any type of way. There is no right or wrong way to tell your improved story. It can be about your past, present, or future experiences. This is in regards to your health. The only criteria is that it's important for you to be conscious of your intent to tell a better feeling, improved version of your story. So this means, if, let's say for example, that you're someone and you have cancer or you're very sick, and instead of focusing on and identifying with, okay, that's who I am sick, I have this disease, I have that disease, oh, my back hurts, that. They're saying focus on changing it to, you know what, I'm recovering, I'm healthy, you know, and they're showing me visualizations again of certain body parts or heart and cholesterol and things kind of just healing, and you visualizing that daily. And then let me see if there's anything else on this card that they want to mention. It says, just remember that the story you tell is the basis of your life. So tell it the way you want it to be. And they're bringing this up too for like people that, you know what, I don't have this, I don't have that, I'm struggling, this. They're giving that as an example. If that's the kind of life that you feel that you're in, don't accept that as your reality. Change it. And I work heavily with the law of attraction because I've noticed in my own life that I have gotten results by working with it heavily and consistently, and visualizing every day how I want my day, money flowing to me, friends flowing to me. I've healed myself. You know, I almost got sick a couple different times because I was around people, and I focused on healing my body. I used visualizations. I did Reiki. You know, I did all these different things, and guess what, guys? I haven't gotten seriously sick in the winter. So I really believe in the power of your thoughts. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here, but it's been great, and I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you have some stories for me about what happened with your relatives or things like that. Feel free to write it in the comments and let me know next time how your holiday went. Take care.